Definitely, they went in.
Facts. All right. Let's go ahead and go into something else. All right. Question of the day, and I got this actually from, I think it wasn't the Breakfast Club. It might have been Brilliant Idiots. It was another podcast that I was listening to. Mm-hmm. They was like just doing like would you rather or like questions like that. Okay, so question of the day: does being in this generation make you want to stay single longer or get married sooner? Does being in this generation make you want to stay single longer or get married sooner?
That's a tough one.
I'm trying to find my queen. Yeah.
I mean, it's hard though. I think I'm thinking of like more than one thing. Like, it's hard trying to like find somebody in this generation that's worth something. So I guess that's where I'm like, I mean, if you can find somebody, definitely get married sooner. Yeah. But
it's so weird that we went to high school with people who are still together today. It's like, bro, that's so unfair.
That literally got married.
Yeah, like, yo, I fucking hate y'all, bro.
It's low-key like, but I'm kind of jealous a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Like, yeah, I fuck with the fact that y'all made it this long, but bro, fuck you.
Like, no cap.
Said looking for someone to love me. John?
I don't have a take on it. I've been single all my life. So
okay,
I don't know what it's like to be not single.
But still though, okay, so you're single by choice, right?
Yes.
Is that choice because you can't find the right one?
Yes.
And
no. Originally, it started off, from, I would say, early years of high school, freshman year. You guys remember I got moved. Right. Straight from Virginia to New Jersey again, home state.
Okay.
But then we moved back sophomore year. So originally set in my idea that anything could turn at any moment's notice. You never know what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. So I stayed away from the idea of relationships from then. Then I saw I'm the youngest of four. So I saw some unhealthy relationships throughout every stage of my older siblings and my mother. So then it turned into, all right, we about to graduate high school. I don't know where Shorty's gonna go. I don't know what I'm finna do. So at that early age of high school period of time, I was just not looking for a relationship because I didn't know what was gonna happen. I wasn't gonna settle down on that one.
Right.
Then when it got to like 2 years after high school, I was still on that because you never know what you're about to do with your life. It was after that point where I started thinking serious, had that one, then that's when the thought finally had transpired that, all right, now it's time to start settling down. But so from there to give you that point, like I only got like 2 years of what a serious relationship may even look like, or what I would want, or what I even factually.
But you have to go out here and date, because if you don't go out here and date,
you still gave it that chance.
Right.
So like,
I didn't date.
But what I'm saying is you need to go out here and date, because you don't know what you want until you date.
I was in DMs, you trying to have sex.
Hey, look, I don't know about you, but Jordan dropping knowledge right now. You gotta go out here and get yourself out there, man.
No, because I was the type of girl that had always had the guy that like cheated on me. So it was like, okay, I don't know what a healthy relationship was. Then I got into a healthy relationship, and then I was like, okay, maybe, it's kind of what I want, but kind of not what I want. And so then me and that person had to break up for me to really be like, oh dang, this is probably where I need to be, because I don't like, you really, when you get older, you start to really think about your unhealthy traits, and you start looking within yourself and being like, oh yeah, I got some messed up ways myself. And
yeah, you know what's wild?
So I think it's important to date other people, just to know that about yourself and for other people. Yeah.
You know what's wild? It wasn't until this past relationship I was in to where I just didn't carry anything from my past.
Yeah, facts.
And it's just like, not that I've come to grips with everything from my past, but it's just like, all right, clean slate.
Yeah.
I got to start trying to look for something like settling down, and
yeah.
This is more the reason why I made this the question of the day, is because I've been in this, predicament before. It's just like, yo, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Why can't I find, or not find? Cause it's easy to find somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Worth it.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
But that's the thing. It's like finding somebody worth it, and it's almost as if like we're programmed today to look at kids that we graduated with. Who
it's all
are
in
married
our face,
now.
all in our face.
What we see on Twitter, what we see on Facebook, all this, fairy tale type shit, to where it makes you think like, why can't I have? Yeah, like, bro, I'm over here sitting on Tinder. I'll get on Tinder for 2 minutes, bro, and just swipe.
I refuse.
To get on Tinder?
Yes, like
we're at Tinder out, bro.
I made an actual account and I put a fake name. I didn't even not put a picture on it. Didn't even swipe. Didn't see
my
nobody.
name is Ashley.
Right.
I'm from Martinsville.
no cap. But then I was like, hold on, I cannot do this. Like, I'd rather it happen naturally or something like that. I can't do the whole thing because people really will fake how they are.
But back to the question though,
that's
like,
in general,
does being in this generation make you want to?
I say this is what I'm gonna stand on. This is what I'm gonna stand on. I say if you can find somebody that you know is worth it and that's a ride or die, marry him. But if not, then I don't know. Stay single.
I'm gonna say get married later for one, but for two, you brought up a point, and I want to ask you a serious question. You said
you mean you're choosing to stay single longer?
Yes, I'm gonna stay single.
That wasn't one of the options.
My fault. I'm gonna stay single.
Yeah, married later. What? That one is.
I'm gonna stay single.
You want to get married sooner, or do you want to stay single?
I'm gonna stay single. That's the same thing. Okay. Different context, different wording.
You still need to date, but that's.
I mean, I've dated. I went on dates. I've had women companions. It's all right.
Okay.
It was never nothing like, oh, I'm gonna take this serious.
Why though? Actually, I'm not gonna ask you that, or I'm not gonna, expect for you to give me a.
Correct. No, I'm gonna give you an answer for that. Why? Because I knew I wouldn't take it serious.
Okay.
I knew I would be unhealthy in this situation when she would want more.
And this is why I wasn't gonna expect an answer, was because just from a guy's perspective, I've hung out with girls and been like, you know what? You better enjoy your time now, because that could be another.
Exactly. So I didn't waste time. I didn't play games with women.
Oh, guys, on dates like that too.
I didn't waste time. I didn't play games with girls. I was strictly, straight up in person. Like I know dudes who play with girls' emotions. I didn't want to be that nigga. I didn't want to be that. I didn't want to have that image. None of that. I'd rather the shorty be like, yo, he just gonna try to smash. He gonna let you know it, but sure. At least I ain't want to play with your feelings.
I don't play with any female's emotions. I never will.
Facts.
But I am very nonchalant, to where it's like, if they do start showing emotion and I don't feel it, I can't.
What is emotion?
You said what is emotion?
At
hey,
all.
bro, I got a lot of emotions.
I always show emotion at all. But yeah, back to you. You gave a point. You sat there and said you had dated this guy, and you feel like you didn't want it. You didn't know if that was what you wanted at that time. So can I ask the question that now that you've been through relationships or you've been to the dating scene, and that they weren't well, if you were to go back to the guy, would it be settling?
No.
Ooh.
I don't feel that way. I feel like that people grow. I mean, we can't judge people off of 2 years ago, so we can grow and date and see if like that's where we need to be. And I mean, yeah, just go a day at a time. I mean, look, regardless of what you be in, nothing is gonna be perfect. You're gonna have to work at it. I mean, you have unhealthy traits and that person has unhealthy traits. Like,
I feel like
nothing's gonna be perfect.
Once you're a
but
cheater,
I'm not settling.
Once you're a cheater, you're always a cheater.
Oh no!
You always have that. That's like being a murderer, and then you going out trying to start a family, and you're trying to tell them, "Oh yeah, I'll never kill again." Nigga, you got it in you to kill.
No. I mean,
you're
like,
a killer.
I mean, like personality traits. Personality traits. You right though. You right.
Yeah.
So everybody hide the knives. Hide the knives.
Right.
I
agree. But no. I mean, like, as far as personality traits, like, oh, maybe at this age we want like this, but now at this age we're like this, and things change. People change.
I don't know, bro. I'm only about to be 24.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And I mean, this past relationship I just got out of, she was fairly older than us, and I mean, she was batshit crazy, manipulative, just like the whole like spectrum of just a mind game.
Yeah.
And she real good with therapy shit. Like she does therapy for people. So she real mental, you know what I'm saying? Like I did my car just like, motherfucker.
No.
I hate this bitch. I hate this bitch.
No, seriously.
But alright.
But yeah.
That's whatever. Go ahead. Since we already own that, let's go ahead and introduce